Hello, hello, I'm the official name raider. My job is to look through the first page of Google, review the nicknames provided by the internet, and then give my recommendations at the end. Today we're looking at Klink, Klang, and Klinklang. This whole time I thought it was Klinklang. There's no G, it's Klinklang. I've learned something now. So I'm actually interested in this because I didn't know this existed, but apparently Unova has a proper horoscope calendar, and sure as fuck it does. So you know how I've been like bitching and all that, and I'm like, they need to make proper, because we've got Taurus the bull. They need to do the other astrological signs. This isn't quite the same, but it's a start, I guess. I mean, deer, goat, water, fish, ram, bull, Gemini makes sense, crab makes sense. Then you get to Leo and you see a bird. I feel like they kind of messed up there a little bit. Virgo the Virgin, Gotharita. There's something about that has subtle connotations. Lampert kind of makes sense. Scorpio kind of not really. Sagittarius kind of not really. Oh my god, Sagittarius would be perfect for Decidui. But anyway, I didn't know this existed, and I think that's cool. And I like the idea of doing that. And I mean, even without the knowledge of the... I mean, I guess it works better for Klink than Klinklang because that's 3 years, but... all the same, like, I like that idea, and I think that's cool. And then Kronos, I'm just gonna say this just so no one else does. I don't care about mythology bullshit. I do still get comments talking about mythology. I still don't think it's interesting. And then Time Gear. If I'm honest, when I saw Time Gear, I started thinking about Time Splitters, the video game. I'm like, that's not the same, but that has time in it. Here's a more interesting modern take on it. I mean, yeah, Klinklang's in Gen 8. Yeah, it's a pathetic thing when you have to ask that question. Is this Pokemon available in the game? You shouldn't ask that. You should have access to everything. But I mean, I like the concept of this one just because Gear's everywhere. Like, one that I've heard suggested is Clockwork, and it's like, I understand, I get it, but I feel like it's just so on the nose and obvious that I don't particularly care for it. As Remote Stoke is at least something you wouldn't think of naturally. Top Gear is a different video game. Now, Guillermo I actually thought of as well, and not based on Guillermo, but based off of the Crash Nitro Kart boss enemy. And personally, I think it's a pretty shit name, but I mean, it was just a thing that came to mind. Or the enemies from Super Mario Galaxy, apparently. I forgot those were also named Guillermo. Oh shit, his name's Geary, my bad. Hey look, Clockwork! Gears of War is another game. Actually, out of all the game suggestions, I like this one the best. I really do. We have more video games. I did not realize there was going to be so many video game suggestions for Klinklang, if I'm honest. But Metal Gear. Did you see it coming? I didn't, and I feel kind of stupid for not thinking of it, but I also didn't think of Gears of War. So I'm actually trying to find out where the Klinklang nicknames are on this link, and I actually like Chrome Dome. That's a good one. That's one you could use as a generic Steel type nickname. I like that one. Okay, so we've reached the bottom, and these last 4 links are basically fucking useless. This one had one suggestion of Pluto, and that was it. That one's useless, and then we basically went through the rest of them already. And spreadsheet's empty. We do have a single comment suggestion. And this one actually kind of surprised me because I didn't expect to see it. Firstly, I would have put Slammer for Klink because Klink is another word for jail, so should have switched that around. I just didn't expect to see Smash Tasm, honestly. I never watched Smash Tasm, but I definitely remember when it was a thing. I was more interested in Brawlgasm. So the reference to it I think is pretty cool. And a little known fact for you, especially you guys. I've been making online content for YouTube for 12 years now, and the original thing that I wanted to do was machinima because of things like Brawlgasm and Smash Tasm and stuff like that, because I thought that would be fun and cool. I had a whole story planned out, written out, and everything like that, but we just never thought it was any good, and just other things were easier. But anyway, as far as things we stumbled across, I actually do feel like we found quite a bit, a lot of it being just different video games. So Gears of War, Top Gear, Metal Gear, and then my idea of Time Splitters, which I mean you can go ahead and say that's dumb and I will not disagree with you. Geary from Crash Nitro Kart, Gearmo from Mario Galaxy, and Gemini for the Unova horoscope. Out of all of those, Gemini and Gears of War are my two absolute favorites. Those I like the best. Those are the ones I could see myself using. In between the two, I'm probably going to side with Gears of War. So I like those. I think those are all very clever. Klinklang is another one of my favorites from Gen 5, and just, I think it's a real cool Pokemon. Like, I know a lot of people shit on the designs of Unova, but to me, when I look at the Klink line, it feels like classic. It feels like their evolution line is very classic Kanto style, where it's like it gradually builds up in a way that makes sense. And I feel the same way about Vanillux, where it builds in a way that seems reminiscent to the original Kanto Pokemon. And then even the Hydreigon line is another one that I feel like represents that too. So I like those evolution lines. I think those are really good. Klinklang's another one of my favorites, but I didn't have a personal choice. I didn't know what I was going to get going into. I had high hopes because, again, I'm like, I really like Klinklang. So I was like, I hope the internet does too, but apparently they don't, or they don't know it exists. I don't know how you could forget it. I think it's cool as shit. The only thing I don't like about Klinklang is that its level up moves are garbage, and it needs things that better complement its, like, what's the point of making it a physical attacker if you're going to teach it special moves? Why? Who does this? That's cynical. That's evil. Fuck you. Why would you do that? I can understand mixing it up and giving it a little bit of each, but what's the point of, like, not giving it any physical level up moves at all? Like, that's just rude. How am I supposed to use it? Bitching aside, any other ideas and suggestions you have for the Klinklang family, put in the comments below. Give a thumbs up to the ones that you think are good. And hell with it. What's one of your favorite evolution lines, be it from Unova or just anywhere else in the Pokemon series? What evolution do you think gradually gets better with each passing one, and just it makes for a nice complete set? Hopefully that makes sense.